Heartbreak Library. I have two more movies with Lee Dong-wook from Roommate. This is the first one, Heartbreak Library. For a movie that's called Heartbreak Library, they had a good chunk of it in the library, and I'm happy with that. I approve of the title. It's basically about this. I mean, it's not even a love story, but I guess, kind of. This girl works at the library, and this random guy just starts coming in and ripping pages off books. So she goes to confront him, and she finally catches him. And she finds out that he rips up only a certain page 198. So now she's intrigued, like, what the hell is this guy doing? Is he crazy? Is he just... What is he doing with these pages? So she decides to help him. And he tells her that he had a girlfriend that he loved very much, and she just left him. And she gave him a note that said, all my feelings towards you are on page 198. So he knows that she used to go to this library, this public library, so he decides to just check out every single book in there. And the girl who works there decides to help him. She decides to help him search for it, so she searches for the girl's name, and she finds out all the books that she took out, which are like 976 books this girl took out of the library. He's like, I knew she liked to read, but god damn. So they stay up all night trying to find the book, and it goes from there and their relationship. I won't say anything else in case it's a spoiler, but I sort of guessed where the story was going. It was clearly hinted at. There were little hints throughout the movie to tell you where the girl is and what the deal is between them and all that. So I liked the ending, even though I sort of knew what was gonna happen. I liked it. It was a very sweet story. It was touching, even though it was sad. This guy was just heartbroken and lost, and he lost the girl that he loved. He's just trying to find out exactly what she wants from him, and I really liked the main characters. They were interesting, and I loved the dynamic between them, and they got along great, and they were quirky and different, and they had their own little different things that I really liked, and it was just a really touching story. It was very entertaining. It went by quickly. It's like an hour and 40, I think. And like I said, a good chunk of it takes place in the library, which is important. And I was interested to see what was gonna happen with the girl and where she was, and I was interested to see if they were gonna find her or not, if she's gonna take him back or not, and things like that. So. And I like the way that the relationship between the two main characters developed. Even though it's like a romantic thing, and romantic movies are not my thing, but this one I really enjoyed. It was actually really funny. And it's bizarre, I've come across this now in a few movies. I've seen a few Korean movies now, and I always come across this weird thing where it's like a sad moment or dramatic moment, or something important is happening, and then there's like this fun upbeat music in the background, but it's like boop, 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 boop. It's like, is this like a cultural thing? Like, is this normal in all movies, or am I just like picking random movies where this is happening? For example, there's a man that's having a seizure in the middle of the library, and it's just like fun music. I'm like, is this man okay? Like, he's dying on the ground right now, like he needs medical assistance, and it's like this fun music, like, oh, look how silly we are, and that was just very bizarre to me. It came out of nowhere, but I've come across this in a few instances now, so I guess it's normal, or I'm just picking random movies that have this. I have no idea. I'm only picking movies with actors that I've at least heard of. For the love of God, I don't know anyone else besides Seo Kang-joon, who has not been in a movie yet, I believe, or like 2015 he's gonna be in one. Dong-wook, just because they were on Roommate, and I know freaking Kim Woo-bin. I haven't seen any of his movies, and I know Lee Kwang-soo, who, of course, from Running Man, and I'm gonna be watching all of his movies soon, hopefully this week or next week. I have like a huge list of movies that I need to go through. So I'm okay with this movie. I'm totally okay with this movie. It was fun. Touching story. I cared about the characters. I wanted them to be more than friends, and I wanted them to be not exactly more than friends, because I'm not into the romantic genre, and I wasn't like, oh, I hope they fall in love. I just wanted them to continue with each other. I wanted them to support each other. She was helping him a lot when he needed her support, and she's just a stranger, and she just volunteered to help him. But it wasn't like this whole thing where, oh, I'm secretly in love with him, so I'm gonna help him. It wasn't anything like that. She was just a good person, and he was someone that needed help. And again, another trend with these Korean movies, and this all started with freaking Commitment for me, because that movie was just so goddamn confusing. But they just introduce characters as if you're supposed to know who they are, and then they never explain who they are. And like, the main character suddenly has an older man in his life that's sort of there to guide him. I thought it was his dad, not his dad, maybe like an uncle, a family friend. He says, your dad was my rival. I'm like, who are you? Like, why are you with him there? Like, never explained. I don't know if this is like a translation thing where it gets lost in translation. I'm watching weird subtitles or something. I'm paying attention, I swear to God, I'm reading the subtitles. I understand the words. They do not make sense. Yeah. Characters just come in and out, and it's like, I have no idea who you are, I have no idea who you are, what's your relationship? Oh, you're gone now, bye. It's like, characters are there just to give out like these big, long, deep monologues that don't actually make sense that much. But other than that, I really liked it. Heartbreak Library. Weird title. Like, Heartbreak Library. Really? Like, so cheesy. But, it was fun. It was entertaining. Get to see Eun-Soo. He's great. He's very dramatic. Crying scenes all up in this. So, yeah, watch it.
딱 걸렸어. 잠깐! 아저씨 여기요! 왜 198쪽만 봐요?
그런 건 왜 물어봐요?
그래서 여기 있는 책 다 누우려고 그랬어요? 좋아요. 오늘 밤새 한번 찾아보죠 뭐.
같이 가주시면 안 될까요?
여기
예.
아니에요.
책이었어요. 198쪽.